Hi, I'm John from SurfFX, and today we're having a look at the new Starboard foils. Now, these are the new surf foils. They're in two different sizes. I mean, you can also have a bigger range for downwinding. And really, you're going to get a new foil setup with this, some particularly neat technology and how they assemble. But first, we'll have a look at the foils themselves. So, what they've done, they've been doing foils for a while, Starboard. So this is the newest generation of Mast. It's quite a lot longer. You can see the depth there. Now, they're able to do that by thinning out the material inside, even though they've got a few cross braces through it to keep it really stiff. So they claim this is the stiffest mast you can get now on the market. So it is quite light for its setup. This is an alloy mast. We have carbon wings, and this is a carbon rear section of the fuselage. And you got a little adapter in the middle. So we'll go into more on that later, but for now, just have a look at these wings. So this one here, size-wise, this is the 1300. So this is more your prone. So we have it on a Schmidt prone board. This is more your prone size wing. It's just a nice stable wing that gives you a lot of lift, and it's got this kind of double concave shape to the front, which allows a nice rate of turning on them as well. Now, the rear of these wings, the rear wings, you can see here, is adjustable. So it's in a groove, it's in a little notched out section, and by moving it forward and back, you change the angle of attack. So you can have it much more stable, you can have it fairly neutral, or you can have a much looser feel. So, you know, just make it more aggressive when you want to pump, or if you're just starting off, to make it more solid so it's not so twitchy. Now, the other size is the 1700, and this is more your kind of sup size, and you can really see the profile here. So it's quite deep with a little bit of swept wingtip, but really it's a flatter design with that double concave shape. So at the moment, yeah, these are really, really well priced, and their weight, because it's carbon fuselage and carbon wings, they're really quite well weighted. So the stiffness you get in these masts, and the setup where it locks into a block and it goes almost right through the fuselage here, you get a very, very stiff setup. So torsionally and with the twist in it, you get a really, really strong mast. So while keeping it quite thin, so it's quite narrow through the middle. So they've been able to take out the material, but they've got bracing inside, like I-beams through it, to keep that rigidity up in the mast. It's really important, especially when you start going into the bigger wings. One of the coolest things about the Starboard foils is how they put together. So they've got a neat little system called the quick lock, and what you do, you put your torque ski in the little hole, do a full turn, out she comes. So easy. So what that does, we'll get a little close-up in a second here. There's a grub screw here that splays out the fuselage, and it's got these teeth that hold it in. So put it back together, wing goes on, full turn, done. That's not coming off. And then the same thing for the rear fuselage, exactly the same. So do a turn here, off it comes. So really nice, easy setup, particularly if you want to pack it down and put it in your car. So most guys need to put it in their car. Once you do that one little turn, super simple. And you can also get a quick lock plate for where it attaches to the board too. So same thing, you got one screw to do, use your full turn on, the whole thing slides out. Really, really nice, easy, convenient setup.